Chapter 1 of Emma McChesney and Company. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Phil Chenevert. Emma McChesney and Company by Edna Ferber. Chapter 1. Broadway to Buenos Aires. The door marked Mrs. McChesney was closed. T.A. Buck, president of the Buck Featherloom Petticoat Company, coming gaily down the hall, stopped before it, dismayed, as one who, with a spicy bit of news at his tongue's end, is met with rebuff before the first syllable is voiced. That closed door meant busy, keep out. She'll be reading a letter, T.A. Buck told himself grimly. Then he turned the knob and entered his partner's office. Mrs. Emma McChesney was reading a letter. More than that, she was poring over it so that, at the interruption, she glanced up in a maddeningly half-cocked manner which conveyed the impression that, while her physical eye beheld the intruder, her mental eye was still on the letter. "I knew it," said T.A. Buck morosely. Emma McChesney put down the letter and smiled. "Sit down, now that you're in, and if you expect me to say 'knew what,' you're doomed to disappointment." T.A. Buck remained standing, both gloved hands clasping his walking stick on which he leaned. "Every time I come into this office you're reading the last scrawl from your son. One would think Jock's letters were deathless masterpieces. I believe you read them at half-hour intervals all week, and on Sunday get 'em all out and play solitaire with 'em." Emma McChesney's smile widened frankly to a grin. "You make me feel like a cash girl who's been caught flirting with the elevator starter. Have I been neglecting business?" "Business? No, you've been neglecting me. Now, T.A., you've just come from the tailor's, and I suppose it didn't fit in the back." "It isn't that," interrupted Buck, "and you know it. Look here. That day Jock went away and we came back to the office and you said—" "I know I said it, T.A., but don't remind me of it. That wasn't a fair test. I had just seen Jock leave me to take his own place in the world. You know that my day began and ended with him. He was my reason for everything. When I saw him off for Chicago that day, and knew that he was going there to stay, it seemed a million miles from New York. I was blue and lonely and heartsick. If the office boy had thrown a kind word to me, I'd have broken down and wept on his shoulder." Buck, still standing, looked down between narrowed lids at his business partner. "Emma McChesney," he said steadily, "do you mean that—" Mrs. McChesney, the straightforward, looked up, looked down, fiddled with the letter in her hand. "Well, practically, yes. That is, I thought, now that you're going to the mountains for a month, it might give me a chance to think, to— And do you know what I'll do meanwhile, out of revenge on the sex? I've just ordered 3 suits of white flannel, and I shall break every feminine heart in the camp regardless. Oh, say, that's what I came in to tell you. Guess whom I saw at the tailor's." "Well, Mr. Bones, whom did you—" and so forth. "Fat Ed Meyers. I just glimpsed him in one of the fitting rooms, and they were draping him in white." Emma McChesney sat up with a jerk. "Are you sure?" "Sure. There's only one figure like that. He had the thing on and was surveying himself in the mirror, or as much of himself as could be seen in one ordinary mirror. In that white suit, with his red face above it, he looked like those pictures you see labeled 'Sunrise on Snow-Covered Mountain.'" "Did he see—" "He dodged when he saw me. Actually. At least he seems to have the decency to be ashamed of the deal he gave us when he left us flat in the thick of his Middle Western trip and went back to the Sans Silk Skirt Company. I wanted him to know I had seen him. As I passed, I said, 'You'll mow 'em down in those clothes, Meyers.'" Buck sat down in his leisurely fashion and laughed his low, pleasant laugh. "Can't you see him, Emma, at the seashore?" But something in Emma McChesney's eyes and something in her set, unsmiling face told him that she was not seeing seashores. She was staring straight at him, straight through him, miles beyond him. There was about her that tense, electric, breathless air of complete
Sample complete. Ready to continue?